Automatic transmission users. Don't make these mistakes. Although automatic transmission vehicles make driving much easier and more comfortable, they have sensitive systems that can lead to huge costs due to improper use. Mistakes you make without realizing it can seriously damage your vehicle's transmission and engine. In this video, we examine in detail the mistakes you should never make when driving an automatic vehicle. 1. Switching to P or R mode on the go. One of the biggest advantages of automatic vehicles is that they make gear changes on their own. However, a wrong gear selection on the go can damage the gears and mechanisms inside the transmission. What not to do: shift into reverse, R, before you have even stopped; shift into park, P, before you have come to a complete stop. Correct use: change gear after the vehicle has come to a complete stop. If you want to reverse, first come to a complete stop, then shift into R. 2. Going downhill in N. Some drivers put the gear in neutral, N, when going downhill to save fuel. However, this is a much more dangerous mistake than you think. Why is it wrong? Because the vehicle cannot use the engine brake, the brakes are overloaded, and the brake pads can overheat and become damaged. If you encounter a sudden situation, gear shifting can be delayed and cause loss of control. Correct use. When going downhill, leave the gear in D, drive mode, and use the engine brake if necessary, if a manual transmission is available. 3. Shifting into N or P when waiting at a red light. When waiting for a long time in traffic, some drivers think that shifting into N, neutral, or P, park, will save fuel. However, this can be unnecessary and harmful. Why is it wrong? For the transmission, constant gear shifting can lead to wear. Waiting in P mode can damage the transmission in the event of a slight impact from the front or rear. Correct use. For short stops, wait in D mode while keeping the brake pedal depressed. For longer stops, e.g. very long traffic lights, it is healthier to wait in D mode by applying the parking brake. 4. Using the foot brake and the accelerator at the same time. While moving, some drivers who drive automatic vehicles may apply the brake and accelerator at the same time due to wrong habits. This can damage the vehicle's torque converter and cause serious mechanical problems. Why is it wrong? It creates unnecessary load on the transmission and engine. The braking system can overheat and lose performance. Correct use. Always use the accelerator and brake pedals separately. Apply the brake after taking your foot off the gas. 5. Parking in P and then applying the handbrake. When parking the car, many drivers first shift into P and then apply the handbrake. However, this is a big mistake that damages the transmission. Why is it wrong? If the vehicle is on an incline, the entire load falls on the transmission's parking pin, causing it to wear over time. Correct use. First bring the vehicle to a complete stop, apply the parking brake, then shift the gear into P. 6. Using the wrong transmission fluid or neglecting to change the fluid. Automatic transmission vehicles run on special transmission fluids, and these fluids need to be changed periodically. However, many drivers make the mistake of using the wrong oil or skipping oil changes. Why is it wrong? Using the wrong oil leads to overheating and wear of the transmission. If the oil change is delayed, parts inside the transmission can accumulate metal shavings and fail. Correct use. Use the type of oil in your vehicle's owner's manual. Change the transmission fluid at the mileage interval recommended by the manufacturer. 7. Making sudden accelerations with a cold engine. Some drivers want to go fast as soon as they start the car in the morning, but when the engine and transmission are cold, it takes time for the oil to reach all components. Why is this wrong? If the cold engine revs up to high speeds, lubrication is not complete and parts wear out. Correct use. Drive calmly for the first few minutes after starting the vehicle and wait for the engine to warm up. Conclusion: protect your vehicles, avoid expenses. If you have an automatic transmission, you can protect your transmission and engine by avoiding the above mistakes. Don't forget to take these tips into consideration to avoid unnecessary expenses and for a longer-lasting use. Share your experiences while driving an automatic vehicle in the comments. Have you made any of these mistakes before? Have you noticed any problems with your vehicle? Subscribe to GBT AutoVibe and stay up to date with the latest content by turning on notifications.